India-Canada bilateral tie is once again under the spotlight as India had summoned Canadian Deputy High Commissioner in Delhi over the raising of Khalistani or pro-Khalistani slogans while Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was attending an event largely to mark the Vaishakhi festival for Sikhs in Canada's Toronto. But while this entire event did see Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, explaining the Sikhism, diversity of Canada, and how the religious preachings of Sikhism tries to preach about inclusivity and harmony and compassion. The entire speech was also marred by loud sloganeering by pro-Khalistani element who were present at the event. We could see through the entire speech of Justin Trudeau, there is a clear-cut noise of pro-Khalistani sloganeering, and we don't see any action or any outrage expressed by the Prime Minister of Canada. We already have seen how this Khalistani element basically has soured India-Canada bilateral relationship. Last year, there was this pro-Khalistani and terrorist in the eyes of Indian agencies, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was killed in a Gurudwara in Surrey. And since then, as Canadian Prime Minister himself tried to level the allegation against Indian agency for alleged killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, the entire India-Canada bilateral ties has gotten off the rail. We have seen about 41 Canadian diplomats being sent out or sent back to home. That happened when India sought parity in rank and strength of the number of diplomats present in India. And that has a background, of course, because for several years the number of Canadian diplomats in India were larger than Indian diplomats present in Canada, and it was being done at a level of understanding, and no side had expressed any outrage or any objection to that. But since Canadian side had complicity in acting against those anti-India elements present in Canada, in fact, the present Canadian government has been seen in a way encouraging or emboldening the anti-India or pro-Khalistani element in Canada. The Indian government's attention has been how to ensure that the threat perception emanating from the soil of Canada can be curtailed, and how can they lodge the protest to the Canadian government. There have been multiple rounds of talk at the highest level, as the External Minister of Affairs of India, as Jaishankar, has also talked to his Canadian counterpart. Then there have been multiple dialogues or communication at the embassy level also. But the Canadian government's reluctance to act against these anti-India elements or pro-Khalistani elements in the garb of freedom of expression and freedom of speech is something that has derailed the India-Canada bilateral relationship completely. The event which we are talking was also attended by several other Canadian leaders also, including the opposition leader Bolivar, and we could hear the chant or slogans of pro-Khalistani leaders or pro-Khalistani mob through the entire event. The Indian government, while summoning Canada's Deputy High Commissioner, had clearly said that the government of India's deep concern and strong protest was conveyed at such disturbing actions being allowed to continue unchecked at the event. This illustrates once again the political space that has been given in Canada to separatism, extremism, and violence. Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar had in the past alleged that the space, the accommodation that these anti-India separatist element has been given in Canada's social, political, and economic space has a lot to do with the Canadian leaders' local vote bank politics. And with the 8 lakh strong Sikh diaspora present in Canada, probably several leaders think that anti-India or hatred campaign or the pro-Khalistani campaign may let them have a bigger share of these 8 lakh Sikh community present in Canada. However, Indian perception or threat that India has raised about the national security issues on such elements being present in Canada has been ignored regularly. And despite India raising the objection at highest level and summoning the Canadian ambassador or Canadian envoys in the past also, the issue of pro-Khalistani elements or anti-India elements in Canada hasn't looked like it has been addressed. And we could see in the latest event, even the Canadian Prime Minister's event is continuously shouted, continuously seen having those sloganeering of pro-Khalistani elements, and throughout the event for minutes and for hours, we don't see any law enforcement agency acting against those elements, trying to remove them, or for that matter, any single political leader who were present on the dais objecting to these sloganeering or trying to dissuade or discourage those elements who were trying to protest in a way in the garb of freedom of expression and speech, and trying to raise the secessionist sloganeering and pro-Khalistani sloganeering while the event was on, attended by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.